Yes.
Been a long time. Shouldn't have left you without a dope beat.
It's steel.
But you can't be any geek off the street. Gotta be handy with the steel, if you know what I mean.
Keep it real.
Keeping it real.
Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Steven and this is Steel Keeping It Real. So you know what today is.
But you love me for my twang.
That's right, it is Twang Tuesday. And on this day, I like to feature country music, past, present, or future on the channel. Now, I want to get this out of the way. If anyone is asking,
are those bugle boys you're wearing?
Why yes, this is Bugle Boy that I'm wearing.
We thought so.
Just had to throw that out there. It's not a lot of times that I'm wearing actually name brand clothes, but this happens to be an old school shirt from way back in the day. So I threw that on tonight. So the first song that I am going to do is a suggestion from somebody called Royal Zavala. And the song is called She Can't Say I Didn't Cry, and it's by Rick Trevino. Now, when they said Rick Trevino, in my head, I was like, I didn't know, Lee Trevino, because that's what I was thinking. I was like, I didn't know Lee Trevino put out a song.
Sorry.
But that's my bad. I don't think I've ever heard of Rick Trevino, and I definitely haven't heard this song. But at first I was like, well, I can't play Rick Trevino because I tried to put him through the YouTube filter and it kept saying that it was going to be blocked. So I was thinking to myself, I'm going to be doing a Morgan Wallen song second tonight. And a lot of times Morgan Wallen songs are the lyrics video, but his is a more animated lyrics video. But I was like, you know what? Go ahead and do the lyrics video. Let's hear what this song is all about. So this song actually goes all the way back to 1994. The mid-90s were a blur to me.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
So I don't know if I would have heard this song in a bar or something like that. There is a possibility, but I don't know. I don't think that I've heard this song. So it says this was off of his not debut album, because his debut album was put out in Spanish because he has a Spanish name. Initially, his name is Ricardo Trevino Jr. is what his name is. And so the record label, after finding him in Tennessee, the record label wanted him to do the first album in Spanish. And he was kind of upset because he didn't want people to think that he was a Tejano singer trying to cross over into country, but he did it anyways, and the album got certified gold, so you can't be mad at them. So the second album that he put out had this song on there, and the album was, self-titled. And so let's take a look at what this song did do on the charts. And Balamo went to number 11 on the Canada Country Tracks and number 3 on the US Hot Country Songs. So that's pretty well. I mean, you can't be mad at that if your song goes to number 3 and number 11 in a whole nother country. You can't be mad at that at all, and I hope he wasn't mad at that. But it seems like he's had an illustrious career that's gone on and on. And so I want to see where it kind of all began for Mr. Trevino. So that's what I'm going to do. So if you like videos like this and others on the channel, please don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification button, because I'm trying to do at least 10 videos each and every week. Keyword is being tried. Now, I am doing this big push because I am so close to hitting 5,000 subscribers. I believe now I'm only 36 subs away, and yesterday I was 42 subs away. So I'm getting closer and closer. I'm inching and inching there, and I'm trying to get there by May 1st, which will be my 55th birthday that day.
you're old.
So help me reach that goal. So, without any further ado, here is Rick Trevino, and She Can't Say I Didn't Cry.
I'm also pleased to report that he's all cried out over you.
He's been crying?
Oh, I believe that was something else I wasn't supposed to mention.
If she says I caused her, you can take her at her word. I know she's speaking from her heart. And when she talks about the pain, if she says that I'm to blame, you can bet I did my part. If she says I didn't lift a hand when she walked away, it's true, I didn't make her stay. But she can't say I didn't cry. She can't say she didn't know how it tore me up inside, how it hurt to watch her go. There's a million things that she might say that I cannot deny. She can't look me in the eye and say I didn't cry. And if you haven't heard by now how much I let her down, when you do, you can sure believe that I made some mistakes. That don't take away from just how much she meant to me. She can say I gave her every reason to leave, but there's one thing she can't say about me. Well, she can't say I didn't cry. She can't say she didn't know how it tore me up inside, how it hurt to watch her go. There's a million things that she might say that I cannot deny, but she can't look me in the eye and say I didn't cry. Might say that I cannot deny, but she can't look me in the eye and say I didn't cry.
Okay, now that song, I feel like if Royal Zavala knows one of my exes, shit, because that song is basically, it hits kind of home, because I could probably say that about all my exes, you know, at a certain time, especially towards the end, that I know I was to blame for a lot of it, or at least part of it. But when everything was said and done, you know, she can't look me in the eye and say, you know, I didn't cry, or say I didn't feel it. At least my last ex-girlfriend, oh my God, I'm not going to get into that, you know, like Forrest Gump.
That's all I have to say about that.
But it's very 90s, and what I say by that is that the 90s had a lot of very sentimental songs, whether it be the beginning of the 90s, which is where this falls under, which is around the time when Garth Brooks was at his biggest, and then you had the later 90s, but you have, you know, it sounded like a cross between Garth Brooks and Lone Star, because Lone Star had that song, I'm already there. Hey, you know, those kind of songs, or Amazed or whatever, that were extremely sentimental, that it was like, for some people it's like, I feel sick because that song is so sugary sweet. You know, I gotta check my blood sugar because of how sweet that song is. And that's the way I felt. I'm not saying it's a bad song. It's just listening to one of those sentimental songs now that came out in the 90s, but listening to it now with my ears and all the songs that I've heard since then, it does sound very sappy, but it's still true nonetheless that, you know, guys have feelings too. You know, an end of a relationship, you know, has happens between two people, and it's not just the woman that feels all the pain, the guy feels the pain too. And, you know,
I'm gonna go home and see my mother. I need to cuddle.
yeah, so if you are still here, I thank you very much for staying tuned. I really do appreciate it. First and foremost, I want you guys to like the videos as much as I like making them for you. After that, all you need to do to help me out with the channel is to like, subscribe, share, and comment. Peace.